Okay.
Okay, welcome everybody. This is Peter Rogers here from the UK. Welcome to Heroes. Heroes today is on the 2nd of February. Got an interesting subject. We've got a few leaders here, obviously just going to cover the subject tonight. It's to build clean and ethical technologies. You need clean and ethical leaders. So I'm going to obviously throw it out to Collins first, and then we'll talk about it, and we'll obviously move on then from there. Collins.
Thank you, Peter Rogers. Just want to greet all the panelists here. You're all welcome. Happy Sunday. And want to wish our brother Oliver happy birthday. Yesterday was Ivy Mix, today is our brother Oliver. So unfortunately, they are not here with us today because they had Bob had the sister, the wife, the mother-in-law funeral. The mother-in-law was buried yesterday. So Marcia and Oliver, Bob were there, and also Comfort is not available with us today. But we are good to go. We are still good to go. So the topic today is building clean and ethical technology. To build a clean and ethical technology, you need clean and ethical leaders. That is really a big topic. Says when you look at the technology, yes, anybody can build technology, but to build it, you need someone responsible for that, someone who puts the customers at heart, the users. You must always think about it. Normally, when they used to build technology from the development standpoint, hardly have they ever think about the users. Someone will just build and say, you know what, we are good to go, put it in the market. And what happened, because at that time, technology was new, everybody would jump onto it. People want to get their hand on things just to try to see if we do their work. But normally, that was really not the purpose, because the engineers are there, yes, but those who want to develop it, they were not really thinking about the customers, what the user really wants. But now, if you look at it, more often, the need for really looking deep into to see what the user want is a very high demand. It's what they are looking now. Company are looking, and for you to get that, you need someone who put the customer first. They always think customer must come first. Do we really have some of those leaders now? A company that will say, you know what, let us give more for less. Let us give them a lot of value. Let us overwhelm them with value. Not everything we will charge. Most companies don't do that. They don't think about that. Any add-on you have to pay. So we're talking about clean, where customers' data are, they are more protected. Your privacy, your data, everything is protected. So you need a clean and ethical person to do that, where everything is transparent. If you demand for your data, they can put it in front of you and say, this is how we have used your data. We never sell your data. We never do anything. You can check it for yourself. You need leaders who want to put it. And this is the company we are in. For you to be able to do this, know that the bombs, you will have road blocks. People will come after you, because most companies will not sit back and allow you to do what you want to do, because you know what? They know you will drag all their customers. You will suck most of the people in, but you are not there to suck them. You just put in something new to change the way things work, to make sure people are more protected. This is the company we find ourselves. And that is why sometimes when people ask, why is it taking so long? The truth is because they want to make it clean. That's the truth. Mr. Asset will never do anything where the consumers are not protected, the customers are not protected, people don't feel safe using the product. You want to make things easy for them. You take a complex technology, make it very simple, where it is accessible to everybody across the globe. It takes time and it takes effort. And for you to do that, you must meet up with regulations, compliance. Things are there. Every country has their own way of compliance. How do you comply with each country? How do you manage their data? Because some country will tell you, we want to know how you are using our data. The people, those people living in our country, our nation, we want to know. You know, countries now, they want to keep their own population safe. So you need someone with big heart to really say, yes, we are not here for the money. We are here to make sure, though you are using our products, but you are safe, you know, within our environment. When you are in, you are safe, and you can move from A to B without being bullied. You know, you have freedom of speech within the community. But again, freedom of speech to come with responsibility. You must be responsible how you communicate, because though we have freedom of speech, it is not the way Putin say, I have the right to do this, it is my right. Right comes with responsibility. You know, you must be responsible how you use the software. So this is where we are, and we have that leader who has the big heart, like Mr. Ash Mufara, to develop and deliver things for the next generation, where people will look at it and say, wow, this is a good place to be. You know, sophisticated technology that has been made simple and is affordable and accessible to all. So I will leave it there, Peter Rogers. Thank you.
Thank you, Collins. That's great. Good. You know, obviously, you know, our data is safe. Ash has already said that, but you know, obviously other companies do sell the data, and we know of, and we've seen it, you know, and as Collins just sort of covered, you know, that, you know, Ash Mafara is not going to sell any data. He's going to protect information, and it's going to be safe. And that's, you know, it's incredible really for a business of this volume, and the amount of people that's going to be involved. You know, there could be a lot of money made for ONPASSIVE for data, sale of data. But Ash is not interested in the money, like Collins has said. So, you know, the data is going to be safe. I'm going to go over to Gina Levi. I know she's got a few things to say about this, and she's a little bit shocked there, Gina. But I'll go over to you. And, okay.
Well, thank you so much, Peter, and thank you, Collins, and thank you everyone here today. Yeah, I mean, on OTech Pros yesterday, we were talking about clean and ethical technology, and so we started that conversation going. But today we're talking about you need clean and ethical leaders in order to create something like that. So yesterday I was reading something on social media, and it said, quote, unicorns appear only to those that are pure of heart. And I thought that was so like profound, because, you know, we refer to ourselves as a unicorn company, or potentially unicorn company, which is, I believe, a privately held company valued at 1 billion or more. And we know that our company is that and more. It may not be showing that in the world stage yet, but so we've referred to ourselves over the years as a unicorn. And I thought, if they only appear to the pure of heart, how appropriate is that to refer to our CEO, who, as Colin said, he is that good-hearted person that is informing everything that we're doing in the company. And he's gathered similarly good-hearted people around him. So everything that we do is being infused with that pure-hearted goodness. And then, so I was thinking that, like, when we reopen to the world, it will be the first time that a unicorn shows itself to the whole world, not just to the pure of heart, but to the entire world, so that everyone gets an opportunity to change their lives. Everyone across in every country, across the board, to have that freedom of time, freedom of finances, freedom of that having that support, that fulfillment at the same time, having a place where you can find that fulfillment. So having clean and ethical leaders is sort of attracting in that unicorn energy to create this incredibly beautiful company. And that's really all I wanted to say on this right now. I just thought that was so cool and so perfect for today's topic. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Gina. I mean, that's great. You know, we all look at ONPASSIVE. We have got some obviously great leaders. We're all we're all, at the end of the day, in the ONPASSIVE family, we're all friends. We don't, we say leaders, but we're not leaders as such. We are all friends, but we need, Ash needs us as customers, but he needs us as yeah, I suppose as leaders then to obviously share the business. But we have got a great comradeship within the ONPASSIVE community, and some people do stand out a little bit more than others, and Ash obviously appreciates this. Like Gina was just saying, that well, what she was just covering uh, with leaders within the business. Okay, you've got no better place than ONPASSIVE for that sort of people. So thank you, Gina. Mino, do you want to come next and say a few words?
Sure, thank you. So I was looking up at the definition of features of an ethical leader, and it lined up numerous features. Some of those, for example, are transparency of communication, fairness to all individuals equally, accountability when something goes wrong, empathy to show respect for emotions, humility in the leadership as a servant, and a number of other features. My favorite, which I'm going to focus today, is the one that talks about security measures. They implement strong cybersecurity protocols to prevent data breaches and unauthorized access. So in a nutshell, ethical leadership in technology is about ensuring that progress does not come at the cost of fundamental human rights. A leader who respects privacy and rights builds trust, fosters responsible technological growth, and protects the dignity of every individual. Thank you.
Thank you, Mino. Ethics again, obviously we're talking about ethics within people. I think everybody I know in the ONPASSIVE, they're very ethical, they're honest people, and that's what we need in any business. You need the ethical and honest people within the business. Thank you, Mr. Burks, let's bring it over to you and see if you can put your view on it. And
well, Peter, do you really want to hear what I have to say?
Yes, I do.
Right. Clean and ethical. I love this because let's look at other big business. Microsoft, Amazon, Zoom, all of these companies, and this is my opinion, by the way, so feel free to disagree, but I've known people that work at Amazon or work for Amazon, and the staff are treated, let's just say, exceedingly poorly. They're paid minimum wage. Things get thrown across the warehouse. They have no customer care, not interested, and that stems from the leader, I believe. Whereas, we know he's given away cars and motorbikes and phones to members of staff. Amazon has never done that. Let's look at Zoom. Zoom has a product, and lo and behold, we're using this today. But if you look at some of the add-ons, where did they get those add-ons from? I wonder. Look awfully familiar to us, don't they? Yes, exactly. Is that ethical? No, it's not. That's stealing. That's theft. And I guarantee that what's happened over the course of the last couple of years has got to do with those relevant companies that I've mentioned already. Now, I've always been a believer in my handshake is my bond. If I say something, I will do my utmost to be able to pull through or follow through with what I say. And I am very what's the right word I want to use here? Cautious, I think the word is, about those that I follow, those that I listen to. Because I'm a big boy now, and you know, with age comes wisdom, and I think I have a bit of that. But I love, as Peter's mentioned, and you guys have mentioned, this is a family. We've got to know people over the last 4 or 5 years that we would never in a million years be in contact with, but we have a common goal, a common belief, a common ideology in what Mr. Mufara is doing with ONPASSIVE to bring products to the market that are value for money. And I love the example. You know, we know the video conferencing platform that we are currently using charges $6,500 a month for 10,000 attendees. What was ours? 125. Now, a lot of the customers are going to go back to Zoom at some point and go, hold on a minute. Why have you been charging me this amount? Oh, well, you know, that's the way it is. We're all about this. We're all about profits. Whereas we're not all about profits. We're all about value for money. And along the way, we're going to be lucky enough to earn some good money out of this as affiliates. The difference is, I think, with us and pretty much every other company I've come across, certainly in my number of years on the planet, we intend to be able to help others. It'd be nice to see when we get to that point who does and who doesn't, but that's by the by. At the end of the day, we're all committed here to be able to do as much for other people in different ways, whether it be an orphanage, whether it be technology, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that we
You're muted, Andy. Could you unmute yourself?
How's that? Where did I get to? Lost my train of thought. Yeah,
You
I
just
think
lost
that go on. Yeah, I think that we're all going to be able to help others in a different way, in a different means. But the fact that we're all thinking the same thing is fantastic. But we have over 1 million people in the group. We don't get to see all of them, admittedly, and some of them don't attend these things or listen to what they have to say. But there is a strong following, and that strong following, we all have the same feeling. So this business ethics, to me, are most important. Now, I'm not even going to go into Microsoft because you won't want to hear what I have to say about that. But I do truly believe there is no reason why every company on this planet cannot be clean and ethical. And I'm proud to be part of one that is. Thanks, Peter. Back to you.
Thank you, Andy. That was, some great stuff you came out there. And like you said about some of these companies, and we know about obviously one particular one that stole a few of our ideas from ONPASSIVE. And it is a bit of it's not very ethical really when they try to make it, they've done it themselves, but they basically stole the ideas from us as ONPASSIVE. And like you said, with what we're trying to do, we're ethical. We're trying to help people. People are going to make money through ONPASSIVE, and other corporations don't. They don't think about other people. They just think about their shareholders and them making money. And ONPASSIVE is a completely different business. Absolutely. Thank you, Andy. That's great. I'm going to go over to Keith, and hopefully Keith can enlighten us and a few words, and then I'm going to go over to Vincent. Keith, how you doing?
Well, let me say thank you, Peter. I appreciate you very much, and everyone here on this platform. It's definitely good to be here. And as I look on the topic that says, title that says, to build clean, ethical business, you need a clean and ethical leader. I don't think any of us can overstress or emphasize the importance of having that leader that gets it. We can't overemphasize the importance of how that is key as to why so many businesses fail. So many people suffer. We're in a time right now where the world is in turmoil. And if you look clearly, look at the leaders. They set the tone right here in the States where I live. I do from time to time look at the news, and I see what goes on in government. It is heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. It feels real bad because these are men who have been gifted or had the grace to have that office. A lot of these men make great income. They have great investments. They have great networks and connections. And to see what's happening now when you have leaders who don't really care about the working class, as they say they do, who don't mind slashing things and have an afterthought later, oh, oops, I'm sorry. Seeing people as collateral damages. That's the world we're living in now, cold and heartless. It is sad, but it's a reality. But on the flip side of that, we have the good. You know, the Bible does say where much sin abounds, or call it evil or bad, much grace abound. We can't stop evil, but we can do good. And our light can be a difference in this dark world. I'm so thankful for Ash because that's not someone you find very often. That's a unique situation there. That's a paradigm shifting idea right there. That's a handpicked man for a time for now. And I'm seeing where now we're needed more than ever before. So a leader to me is the key to why we're going to have success. When you have people right now, and I'm pretty sure that those in government that may be facing death threats if they do A, B, C, or D. A lot of them that we see because they can't say it. It's in the background. That's remember getting death threats. Say if you X, Y, Z, we're gonna take you out. So because of fear, they said, listen to me, I'm gonna hold my ground. What does Ash say? Do or die. He's willing to put his life on the line. He's willing to say, I will leave this business and give it to you. Enjoy it. That's the kind of man that we're dealing with here. This is serious. And my admonition and my hope is that we pray for him, that he has the wisdom. I tell you why. Great men are not always wise. And sometimes we, in our human self, want to get it right, want to get it perfect. But getting it perfect doesn't mean you're going to win. It's if you have the creative hands, the creative power that's with you that causes you to win. And so because we have a leader who is very particular about getting things right, and that's a great thing. It's a very important thing. But what's more important is that he has the right timing, whether he feels in himself that it's perfect or not. Because the right timing is what is the key that's going to let us win. And that's what I pray for, that he will have beyond the love, the heart, the skills, the empathy for us and people, that he'll have the wisdom to know when to execute at the right time. And with that, I'll say thank you for just being here. I'm always inspired. And you'd like to see Andy. I just love to hear Andy speak. He's just an amazing man. Mino, Peter, Collins, great being here. I yield.
Thank you, Keith. Very powerful words there, spoken, positive words as well. obviously what you're saying about what's happening over with your government and all that, and when you look at the antics that's going on there, the whole world must be looking and stand back in shock, really. What's happened over the last few days, even. But obviously, we don't see that, with our leader. With Ash Mafaro, we see somebody who's very positive, he's business minded, and he's very ethical, and he's going to be looking after the people, and he's got his thoughts are, he's a visionary and he's thinking in the right way. And I appreciate what you just said there. Some nice words there. Okay, to Vincent, we're going to go over to you, Vincent, if you can enlighten us on your
Yeah,
thoughts.
thank you,
Yeah.
Peter. Happy birthday to Oliver, and happy Sunday to everyone here, and also everyone who is listening to us. Happy Sunday. Thank you very much again, all the speakers here, for coming here for this great webinar again today. Thank you very much, and God bless you to be here with us. So to start with the topic today, we're talking about building a clean business and ethical business, or maybe cleaner leaders. So building a clean business, we need, like most of you said, we need also a great, also a clean leader, because having a clean business, we need some strong leaders front, because most of the business today, like one of us was saying, collapse because they have some wrong, the West leaders, because strong and powerful leaders can lead us to the destination, and then the business can lead the business also for long term. But when we have wrong leaders, the leaders that they don't know what they are doing, always collapse the business, and then they take the business to the wrong destination. So that's very important. We need a key leaders. If the key leaders, they are the strong, and then wisdom, like most of people say about wisdom, they need that wisdom to build their business. So this is what Mr. Ash Mufara is doing. What Mr. Ash Mufara is doing, what the business that is building for the public good on the global scale. So it's building on the public good. So the public good that is doing is not only for one country, it's for global scale, for the whole world, everywhere. So it's good. It's not going to harm the world. So this is a clean business. So that clean business is doing such that we will be happy. We will be happy to use it. And then those of us who are in the business also will be happy to be in, because it's going to change our life forever. So this is what we call a clean business, because that clean business is not doing anything wrong, because what is doing anything normal, everything that people can use it and then not going to affect anyone. Anything that all we're going to use, all the technologies that is building it for the business is to impact positively our life. So it's going to change the way we do traditional way to do things. It's going to change in a recent way. Technology, we are using technology to do things. Recent way where we using technology to move across the world. Recent way we're using technology to do our daily jobs. Recent way where we use technology even to work in the hospital, to do everything. So this is what Mr. Ash is doing. And then when we talk about artificial intelligence system, those are technology that is going to also to use, because when everywhere in every country today we are talking about artificial intelligence, some people, they don't, when they hear the word artificial intelligence, oh, what is this, what is that? This is based on the technology that Mr. Ash Mufara is working on to build a clean business that stands for the world, a clean business that stands for the way the world is moving. So this is why he's doing this, because every aspect of the world, every area of the world, every business today, we are talking about artificial intelligence. So this is based on that is building. It's building to move the way the world is moving. This to also to help people, because we need those technologies that to move our life forward. So this is why it's doing that clean business. So the business is based on recent technology, the technology that's going to impact the world, the technology that is going to change the world. And then in human side is also going to change our life as well, because if we use You got technology, affordable technology, a technology who can do your business, who can sustain everything for you. Thing will be also easy for your life. And then your life is going to change, positive aspect, because you're going to improve even your revenue. You're going to change the way you do things. All business across the world, they will profit from the business, the clean business that is building, because thing will be above the market value. And then the value that the price that Mr. Ash is going to give to the world, it will be a good price that all company can use, and then all company will profit everyone, so they can get revenue in top of what he's doing. And then those who also will use it, it will benefit their daily life, what they are doing, what they use technology for. If they use the technology for domestic use, for business use, for every aspect of the world that they want to use it, it will stand forward for that. So this is kind of technology that Mr. Ash is building. It's not building for only one particular country or one particular people or one particular race. No, it's building on a global for the public goods and also for the global scale. So it will be for the whole world. We're all going to use. And then top of that, the ethical side of the company, building this giant type of company, you need also to think about the ethical aspect of the business. The ethical aspect is talking about data privacy, and then you're talking also about the data security and protection. So all these aspects Mr. Ash has taken into account. So we cannot have a clean and big business not talking about the data security, because data security is also great aspect, big aspect that Mr. Ash Mufara has taken into account. So all the issues that come in through the data security is our that, and then is working on that. That's why we call it a clean business. So it's also thinking also about what happened today. We're talking about cyber security. Cyber security is a big topic, because cyber security, there are so many things. If we sit here to tomorrow morning, we can talk about that. We'll not finish, because it's a giant. So Mr. Asha Mufara is our host, and then he's also working on that as well. So like Collins was saying earlier, that's why the business is taking long, because they are all aspects, all days, everything that our society is facing, all the issues that we are facing is aware of that. And then you build that giant business according to all the issues that we are facing. And then also the business will move also through the direction of the way the technology is moving. So, and then when we use it in an ethical way. We will not use it in the wrong way. We will not use it to affect anyone. We're not using to destroy people. We are using it in a good scale, in a good way, so that when people are using, they are happy today. When I give an example of Oconet, when Oconet was there a few months ago, or maybe last year, a few years, we saw the technology inside Oconet that those or maybe system that we are using now, like currently what we are using, the technology, and then the work is in those of us, or those technology that we are using now, they don't have that. So it will add a lot of things, so many technology for nowadays, so that it can attract the whole world, because it's something new. Sometimes when people go to buy a new car or new thing, they're always looking for the new thing that can attract people. They say, oh, this car, we have a GPS in this car, or this car, we have a G4, or this car, when you put your mobile phone there, automatically. My daughter new car, when she put a mobile phone, and then they start charging for her. So you don't need to plug into something. So automatically, once you put your mobile phone on this, and then the mobile phone start charging for her. I say, wow, that's a new technology. So this is the kind of thing, business that Mr. Ash is doing it for us. So a lot of people will be shocked, because the technology and then what he has put in there will be surprised. So like you always say, we only know maybe 5 or 1 or 2% of what is coming. So we should, I think it will be more surprised. And then a lot of things are coming. And then most of the thing that he's doing is based on the recent technology. Even some of the technology that we don't know, we are not aware of that. Mr. Ash is aware, and then he's building. So we'll go a lot of surprise. It's coming soon. I don't have more to say, but we'll be surprised for what is coming, because what is coming is greater than us. So this is the business, and then this is the technology that is talking. In terms of technology, someone is aware of that. And then also good leadership top of him as well. And then he knows also the issues like data security, protection, and also data privacy, all of this, all the issues, the world issues that are coming through the technology, cyber security is know that, and then it will work through on this so that we'll be happy, and then the whole world, the globe will be happy for the technology that Mr. Ash is putting down. So we'll be also very proud to be part of this business, because when we use the technology and then people see, oh, this is great, this is nice, this is massive, people will be happy to say, oh, I'm also part of that. Say, really? So this is a big surprise that we will be all happy, proud to be part of this business because of the technology and then the issue that Mr. Ash is putting in place. Thank you, Peter.
Well, thank you, Vincent. You covered a hell of a lot of stuff there. You've covered really a lot of stuff in a short few minutes. I like what you were saying about the rights and wrongs of different businesses, and obviously, I totally agree with what you were saying. Building technologies for the world, that's what ONPASSIVE is. You've covered everything really, and it's thank you for that information. I'm going to go over to Fumi now and open up the Fumi, so hopefully she can say a few nice words, and then we'll gift these back, and then we'll go over to Gifty. Fumi, you have to unmute. Okay.
Bra Peter, what else am I going to say after Bra Vincent has said all of that? Goodness gracious me. What I'll say is that just to finish that conversation is that no matter what you're trying to do, where it's new, someone new comes out to do something new. God doesn't take someone old to do something new most of the time, if you look at it. So when God wants to introduce something, he introduces something new, but he brings someone to introduce that new thing. There'll be many challenges, which as you can see, we are going through some of them. We've gone through some, we're still probably going to go through some. But the main thing where Vincent was talking about there is, it's always not for the benefit of one person. It's always for the benefit of a whole generations, not even just global, a whole generations. And that is where ONPASSIVE is coming in. And that I believe that it wasn't just now that he had that vision. And as we go on, as we're moving on with him, and as we're praying as well into everything that is being done, I just want us to remember that, I know Andy's always saying this thing, and it's true. We need to help everyone else. So if you are going to change, God has brought him as a person with a vision of a change, complete change. That means clean ethically, a clean leader that is focused on what God wants to focus on. Then we as followers need to, or partakers of this need to be the same as well. We must not be greedy. You understand me? We need to follow in that line so that way we don't just glorify God, but also point in direction of who we are, partners with, basically. You understand me? So I will leave it there like that. So we need to search ourselves and make sure that we are ethical leaders as well, that we have chosen to be, even if you've been doing things your way before, you've chosen to take a new leave and actually be a product of change and want to bring about change, not just for yourself, not just for your immediate, but for the whole world. I'll leave it there.
Thank you, Sister Fumi. And that was a great tail end on to what Vincent was saying. And I totally agree with what you're saying, what you've just said. I think, I'm a Christian, and I believe in, God's got some sort of, he's put Ash in charge of this. And I think that's, nice words that were said. Thank you. I'm going to go back to Collins because we've got nobody else to say any more words. I think we'll just go around and say a few words, and we'll just finish off. Yeah. So Collins, if you want to say a few words or extra words.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter, we've been discussing this topic, and it's a very big topic, something that we can stay here whole day just to think about it. Listen to everyone. Everyone have just make a valid point. To build a clean and ethical technology, you need someone who is clean and ethical as well. That is true 100%. If you are not ethical and clean, your software solution will be of no use. It means you are not customer focused. You are just on yourself, doing what you think you want to do to help yourself. So when we look at it, we're talking about technology, modern technology now, using every tools. And we want to forget about the technology because the people build the technology. It's not technology that builds human. Human build the technology to serve a particular purpose. So we're looking about our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. Something, he was born for this. He was born for this mission, born to build something, because he looked at everything that is in the market, look at the gaps. He said, how do I bring things together? Things that can serve us the way it should be, not the way where things are hidden, and not like they don't know. They can do it. It's not because they cannot do it. They have the means, the financial means to do it, but because they want more and more and more from the consumers. So they will keep it and then say, okay, you know what? Give us more, then we'll give you. Give us more. It's about taking. I said, you know what? There is no need for this. Imagine he gave us O-Trim for free. O-Trim is $1 billion company. Look at Bitly. Look at all those companies that sell URL trimmer, just the link trimmer to modify it and stuff, customize it. He gives everything plus customization, plus the number of characters that you can fit in. Most of them take only 8 characters. He gives you 21. He gave us 21. Have we ever sit back and ask ourselves, how many of the companies that have used O-Trim without being part of ONPASSIVE, they didn't come to make money and they have enhanced their business for that short period of time? ONPASSIVE was losing, but this company were making money out of free product. Have we ever sit and think about this? And who is enhancing that product? Mr. Ash Mufara and the tech team. Who is paying the bill? Mr. Ash Mufara. Because, for instance, I'm an engineer. If you don't pay me, I will not do my job. The moment I go, my money is not in my account. Do you think I will stay there? For what? Cracking my brain, killing myself, sleepless night. I will disappear, look for the next company that will give me. You have to pay them for them to do their job. So they are doing their job, earning money, and Mr. Ashmufra is giving it for free. So we want to say Mr. Ashmufra is the stupid businessman, because normally somebody will say, my God, what are you doing? You are really a silly businessman to give a multi-billion-dollar company for free. That's just one product. That's a company product. He gave it for free. He said, not everything we will charge. A lot of things that he's giving for free, people don't even see it within the technology. Give us all Connect for how many years? For 1 year, I think we use it for free. Think about Zoom. 1 month you have to pay without getting anything. We are using it. They are not even giving us anything back. If you don't use it, they will shut your account down and tell you pay. Use the free version. Mr. Ash gave us 10,000 participants. We were not up to 10,000. Unlimited. A lot of features, functionalities for free. He said, use it. I will not charge you. Whilst you are using it, I will be paying the bills, paying all of those things, and then taking care of when the time comes, then we can grow together. He wants us to grow together. That is someone who is there. And when things are bad, he will always come out and say, you know what? I will take the blame. He always takes the blame. He doesn't blame anyone. Some company will find the easiest exit to disappear. They are looking for way out. Mr. Ashford doesn't look for way out. He said, I'm in a cage now. There is no way out for me. When things happen bad, That's the time, most company will look for a way out and say, you know what, I didn't do anything. It's not my fault. Bye. Done. They disappeared. Most companies go to administration. They just disappeared and just said, okay, now. And there is nothing you can do. Sometimes a lot of founders have come and they said, oh, you know this. I said, look, when a company declares bankruptcy, what can you do? Bankruptcy is legal. It's not illegal. I don't have the money to pay. Go on bankruptcy. The only thing you can do is to just find gun. When I'm working, you shoot me and you will go to jail. That's how it is. The world is just like straightforward. Mr. Ashmofara never chose the easy part. He always chose the difficult part. He has never ever chose the easy part to disappear. He said, you know what? I will stick by you. I will do it with or without you. I was born for this. This is when we talk about clean and ethical man who is there to deliver something for humanity. He said, even if this is the only thing that I will not be benefit, I will not even benefit from it. Even if I do it today, the world is going crazy and I die tomorrow, I know I'll fulfill my own mission on this planet Earth. How many CEO will say this? To tell you that he is not doing this for that. We are talking about clean and we cannot talk about this business without looking at the person who is building this business. You know, I remember Madi Digamo said something. He said, take the technology out, take everything out. I'm here because of Mr. Ashmofara. If it's not of the heart of this man, I don't think I'll be here wasting my time. He is 65 years old. 5 more years, Madi will be 70. You think he will waste his time? Somebody who can market and make a lot out there. So these are the things when you look at Mr. Ashmofara, the heart of Mr. Ashmofara. And I said the same thing. I said, forget about his technology, forget about anything. I'm here because of this man. I choose this part. I've never done anything online. I don't think I will ever do it because I know all of them are just fraud and scam. I don't even listen to it. But if I am here, it's because of someone I've seen who is clean and ethical. And I said, God forbid if it fails and he come back with something again, I will join because I know it is not his fault. That's why we always say, stay close to him to understand the person who is building this technology, the person who is running behind. Most people build something, they disappear. You don't even know who is running it. They hide themselves because they know they are there for something. After a short while, they will disappear, come with a new name. He comes out and shows himself. This is me. There are people who knows his postcode and his address. He is not hiding himself. That's clean and ethical. That's something, if we sleep, every day we ask ourselves, why is it taking so long? It's because they are building something that is so critical for us, not for yourself, but for your generation. What beauty will it be if it comes out and you are not alive and your children can say, my grandfather left something or my dad and my mom left something for me, and they can hand it down to their own generation to come, where your name will not be forgotten forever. You have left legacy to come. He is building something that is so powerful. And something like this takes time. He said the road will not be easy. The journey will be tough, but we will get to our destination. And the only most important thing we need to do is patience, because we are not footing the bills. We are not spending anything. It's just to be patient. So one day we will celebrate with others. I just want to see the world going crazy for not the founders. I want to see the world going crazy for a new technology. I'm not talking about the founding members or those who are in. I want to see somebody who have never heard about this company going crazy for something that I've spent my own time with perseverance for 5 years, seeing it growing from strength to strength. That is my joy. To leave something where people will be going, wow, and say, wow, God, thank you for putting me in this place. So I'll leave it there, Peter.
Collins. Well done. Words of the truth. Thanks for sharing, because people need to hear those words. You know, hopefully it's help people understand what Ashmofara is and what ONPASSIVE is and what the world is going to be seeing in the future. Thank you for sharing that. That was some fantastic words said there. Thank you. I don't know who wants to go after that. We've got Gifty's back, so I think we'll go over to Gifty first, and then we'll go we'll go around the board again. So Gifty, you keep popping in and out, so I've got you while you're here. Do you want to share some views on what your thoughts are?
Oh yeah, Peter. Why do you have to call me after Collins? Thank you. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah, I love you all. Yeah, if we are talking about decent and ethical and loyal person, we found that in Mr. Ashmufar. Why? Since the first meeting I joined and I listened to this man, I just fell in love with ONPASSIVE. And since that day, I have never, ever think twice of what I am in. Because this man pours his heart and he's so genuine. And when it's white, he's telling you it is white. When it is black, he's telling you it is black. So what else do we need again from him? Because he has poured his heart onto us. This man wants us to have a good life. That is why this man is going through all these things. Because sometimes when I sit back and think, I say, hey, so what kind of man is this? Because I know that Jesus Christ came on this earth and died for us. But this one, he has chosen a path that is so tough. But this man said he's not giving up. Through thick and thin, this man is still standing tall, fighting for us. If it were to be his own gain, I think this man would have cut everything short and, find a place to sit because he's tired. But this man, because of the heart of this man, he has not given up. The genuineness from day one, this is what I'm going to do or die. We are in it to win it. Still, this man is standing firm, holding on to his word. What else do we need again? If not ONPASSIVE, what else? There is nothing out there. They will come with shiny object, they will take your money, the next day they will disappear. But this man has been there. When the noise is too much, this man will come up again and show his face that he is still there. He has not gone anywhere. So if we are talking about clean and ethical, what else do you want us to show you? This business has been there through dubious people that have come in, pull us back. But this man said, no, we are not going to remain there. We are going forward. And we are still pushing forward. He's not giving us time now. Because whenever he comes out and says something, people will twist it. And I really love that. And I really appreciate him for that. For not coming out, giving everything out for people to twist his word. But I know, surely we will get to our promised land. If we are not seeing anything, that doesn't mean this man is not working. He's working 24/7 for me and you. Recently, I was admitted in a hospital, and I made sure that even the kids that have left home have everything. This business is for us to leave a legacy for our children, our children's children. Even me alone, thinking of I'm not at home, so I have to put this here, I have to put this up. Think of what this man is thinking of us. Yeah, it is taking long, but we have to be patient. Even him spending a lot has not complained. So why should we complain? We don't have to complain. All we have to do is to have patience and pray Pray continuously for Mr. Ash and his family and the company, because they are going through a lot. He always pop up with a smile, but we don't know what this man is going through. The only thing we can do is to pray with him, pray for him, that everything that he's doing will be successful. Every battle that he's fighting will be won and he will be victorious. This is what we call clean and ethical person, because he's fighting, but he's still standing tall, coming up with smile. Thank God for Mr. Ash. Thank God for this company. Thank God for his family. And thank God for the loyal leaders who are rallying behind him day and night, never giving up, showing up each and every day. Webinars, YouTubes. God richly bless each and everyone for your effort, putting behind Mr. Ash Mufara for him to bring the vision to accomplishment. Thank you very much. Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
Thank you, Gifty. Again, some nice words were spoken there again. You shared your thoughts from the heart as well. And you're absolutely right. Through thick and thin, Ash is obviously standing tall with what's gone on. But Gifty, thank you very much. That was some real nice words. I'm going to open it up to Gina Lever, and hope she's got a few more words, and then Minnow afterwards, and then we'll go to Andy. Gina.
Thank you, Peter. I just wanted to say, like when Collins was saying, to build something clean and ethical, you have to have a clean and ethical leader. And that means, doing the right thing, even when it's hard, even when it's expensive, even when everyone is trying to keep you from doing it, you do the right thing. And so that's the kind of man who is creating or enabling or gathering teams to produce everything on this platform. So we know it's going to be colored by that. And when we talk about, as Andy mentioned, people who are taking, adopting, stealing ideas that we have shown to the world over the past several years, we knew it was going to happen, because a good thing will get copied. But the thing that we never have to worry about is they can do that, and they have their single products, and they can make their single products better, which is great for their customers, but they cannot replicate the heart that goes into every one of our products. Their products are not on a massive platform, all in one place, single sign-on. So they can do what they do, but they cannot take away the mind of our CEO, the creativity, which is, we're always going to be innovating. So even if everything that has come before other companies took it and they did whatever, even if that happened, it doesn't stop what we're doing, because we are just getting started here. We have so many things in the pipeline, some things that we haven't even conceived of yet that will be developed. So it's the brain, it's the heart of our CEO, that clean and ethical leader with a limitless creativity, just absolutely mind-boggling. And that is what we have here. And they can't touch that. I have no concern if someone wants to adopt part of what we're doing. It's completely unethical, and they'll probably get legal teams after them, as we move forward. None of it matters, because what we have is the source of that creativity, which is coming from God through Ash Mufara and through all of us. We're each going to have an opportunity to add in our own creativity and offer ideas and help create products and all of that. So I have no fear for the future. We know that what we have is clean and ethical and beautiful and fun and amazing, super high value. And so we're just in the best place ever. And we're on a great journey together. And I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you, Gina. Again, positive words. I can't follow on what all you people. I totally agree with every word that everybody's obviously spoken today. But that's from the heart again, Gina. That's how you feel with Ash and how you look at the business, and that's great. And I feel the same way, and I'm sure everybody else does here as well. Anyway, so Minnow, do you want to say a few words?
Sure, yes. So under ethical leadership, humanity comes before profit. Our CEO's mission is about changing lives, touching hearts, and creating lasting legacies, breaking the barriers and empowering the unheard. We are lucky to be part of this movement. Thank you.
Thank you, Minho. Some nice words again. I'm going to go over to Andy Burks, then Vincent, and then Fumi. And if Keith's still there, we'll go to him at the end, and we'll finish tonight. So, Andy, give us a few words on the roundup of this Heroes webinar for tonight, and say a few
Be
words.
mindful of who you listen to. There you go. There's a few words. No. I think it's important that everybody has an intuition in their built in. And I always find it amusing when you have people that follow those that are unethical, is a simple and easy way to put it. Oh my God, he's fantastic. No, he's not. He's not ethical. Why would you spend time even thinking about it? Whereas what we have is we have a system that is designed specifically to help everybody. Let me give you an example. I think this is the easiest way to do it. I've mentioned Amazon before, but over the last 20 years, 40,000 millionaires have been made from Amazon. And these people have worked their socks off. And to become an affiliate and have the business done for you, it is exorbitantly expensive to have that done. Now, we've all been saying it this evening. Mr. Mufara wants to help everybody, and I love the fact that the business, there are things within the business that I don't understand or don't know how to do, so I can't market or haven't been able to market. Yes, I've spent a fortune, but if you've got somebody that says, hold on a second, I'm a master at that, we'll help you, that's part of the bringing together. So the object of the exercise with what we have with ONPASSIVE is for Mr. Mufara to build a million millionaires, and it won't take 20 years yet because he's thinking of others, he's not thinking of himself. Now, I heard this the other day and it did make me giggle. Jeff Bezos is going to donate 100 million to charity. Whoopee doo. The guy's worth 239 billion. I think he could probably just get rid of one. No, because that is power. That's all they're after. We're not after that. We're not interested in that. We want to live free. We want to have these things. And the beauty of it is that this company is going to be able to provide that for us because they're clean and ethical. And a lot of companies are going to fall by the wayside over time because they're not clean and ethical. And I will leave it there, Peter, before I get on my soapbox.
Thank you, Andy. Again, nice words, and I totally agree with what you're saying about Amazon and the likes of Bezos and all that. And you don't have to say no more. I think we all understand. He's got a lot of money and he's just keeping it for himself, like a few others. Anyway, Vincent, I'm going to go to Vincent.
Oh, thank you, Peter, and thanks everyone. So I don't have much to say, but what I will say is to pray for our CEO for wisdom and intelligence to build us a clean and ethical business that we all dream for it. Thank you, and God bless everyone, and God bless also Mr.
Thank you,
Ashford.
Vincent. Fumi, would you like to say a few more words?
No, he just took Vincent took exactly what was on my heart out, and that does it. Thank you,
okay, okay. Keith, would you like to say a few more words before we go?
I will keep it very short and brief. Thank you, Peter. Courageous fearless, putting it all on the line are things that come to my mind when I think about where we are right now. I'm pretty sure over the last 20, 30, 40 years, other men came about and thought, maybe I can do something ethical or maybe clean. And I'm sure some maybe started out on the journey of doing that, but they lacked courageousness. They lacked fearlessness. They lacked putting it all on the line. So many diverted into the status quo. And they start saying things like, I do what I got to do. Whatever happens, I got to make the money. So we see where we're not in that space where we have a leader who's going to compromise his conviction, his ethical mindset, and his idea of putting it all on the line. So we are blessed and we are fortunate to have this kind of situation. Again, thank you, everyone. And good to be here.
Thank you, Keith, and thanks for obviously attending and being with us. It's great to see you, and some positive words obviously there as well. Collins, I know you want to say a few more words before we go.
Yes. So something, when Gifty spoke, something came in my mind, and we're talking about leaders. So when we choose this topic came, it was about the CEOs, the leaders of companies. So we call them leaders. They are the CEOs because they are the one creating something for consumers, users. So it is not about founders. Let's forget about it. There is no leader. The only leader we have in ONPASSIVE is Mr. Ash Mofara. We are just helping in our own way to support Mr. Ash Mofara idea, to drive the idea to those who seems lost. They look lost in the ideas, because imagine if there was not something like this. A lot of founders, founding members, because founders is, that word is really big. I always call it founding members. Ash called it that name, but at the end of the day, we will all be customers and affiliate, So we are not speaking for the company. We are just sharing what we can stand for. We are just taking 2 steps behind, and then we can see what this man want to give to the world, and said, how can we help others? He never ever created any platform, but he always appreciate the little effort that those who want to do it are making. So because these are the things that a lot of founding members are saying, and I've heard it a lot. Oh, they are being paid to do this. They are making some money. So we want to just cancel that. I can decide not to do anything today, wait for Mr. Ashford to bring this thing out, and I will hammer that side and make what I want to make, because I will always listen to him. Same with all of you here, Gina Liver, and the Bergs. So we are just coming together to say, okay, how do we come together to help others? That's the reason we are doing this. We are not doing this because anybody is paying us, because we can decide to go and sit, wait for Mr. Ashford to come, understand it. Like-minded people can come behind the scene, put their head together, understand it, and then see how they can drive their business. They have built something for us. Like Mike Ellis said it yesterday. The time has passed where you think it's all done for you. It's not all done for you. You must put an effort. The business have grown and changed massively. There is no way you think like, I can put this in, go and sleep, and it will work for you. This business is not, it will work for you when you put an effort. You need to know how you can get your products, how you can put it in your marketplace, how you can withdraw your commission when it's coming. We will teach you all this if these webinars and these people sitting here on this platform are not telling you, or are not there to help those who are back, who are just laying behind, waiting for some miracle to happen. No, there is no miracle. You must put an effort. So just want to clear that air, like-minded people coming together, availing themselves to help others. A part of that, there is nothing like leaders. There is nothing. The only leaders we know in this company is Mr. Ash Mofara. He created the company for us to benefit, and that is it. We are just helpers. So I want to leave it there, Peter Rogers. Thank you.
Collins. That's what I said earlier on about, we're a family. It's not about leadership or leaders.
Yeah.
We've got the same goal. We've all got the same goal for ONPASSIVE. It's our business, and we just want to help the business ONPASSIVE to move forward and we want to help people who want to be involved in it. We don't get paid for doing this, you know. I enjoy coming and meeting you guys, and I just want to help you guys. I know I'm going to be successful at it, and I know that I'm going to help a lot of other people to be successful with it, and that's what we all want, you know. And thanks, Collins. Thanks for sharing that. Before we go, I see Gifty's back again. She just wants to say a few words before we go, and then we'll finish there. Gifty.
Thanks, Peter.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't have much to say because my kids are talking all the time. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank each and everyone for appearing today and continue appearing, because ONPASSIVE is our business and it is here to stay because it is clean and ethical business. That is why we are here. That is why we fell in love with it at the first sight. So continue to believe in your CEO, Mr. Ashmufar, because slowly we will get there. We will get to our promised land. Slowly, for sure, we will get there. We have to have patience. It has not delayed. Everything is on point. Everything is on point. All we have to do is have patience. It will surely come to pass. Love you all. Have a blessed week. See you same time next week.
Thank you, Gifty. Okay, well, there you have it. We got some, you know, had some real nice, powerful words spoken by these people here today, and so we'll finish there. Join us again next week. Heroes again next Sunday, the same time. I think there's a few other webinars going on in the week. Collins and Andy, I don't know, yours is on Tuesday, is it? Okay, so obviously, you know, listen to those guys. They've got a lot to share. Before I go, I want to say happy birthday to Oliver. He's not been with us tonight. He's obviously, I think he's having a party and probably having a, you know, enjoying himself. So anyway, so we'll finish there. So thanks for joining us, everybody, and thank you for the panel, and we'll see you next week.